Last week, you guys should recall we were looking at our strikes. We were looking at punches, I should say, and how we want to connect with our two knuckles and how we have a front punch, a thrust punch, and a back punch, and there's a reason for that. And when you understand that you want to connect with these two knuckles and you look at the nature of different targets and how you'll connect, for instance, if I try to throw a back punch at this distance, I'm not going to connect with these two knuckles. So that's where our front punch comes into place. And if you look at the alternating depth and height of the targets, depth from your opponent and height of the targets, then you'll start to understand where the different punches fit in. Today, I want to look at palm strikes. Now, our objective here is to hit with the heel of the palm. We want to have greater backup mass behind our weapon. So if I'm doing a palm to the face, well, I can hit very easily, connect very easily with the heel of my palm. But if I start dropping this down to lower targets, look what happens. Now my fingers start connecting instead of the heel of the palm. So if we go to the outside of the body, I can circle this way, and that sort of defines one option of palm strikes dependent on the targets that you're choosing. So if I choose the ribs, now we have this strike. If I choose the groin, now we have straight down. Okay? What about the chest? Well, with Zach, this palm heel, much like the palm of the face, right? Exactly like the palm of the face, that still works, that still fits. What about the solar plexus? Now you can see I'm starting to connect with my fingers. So now we have an option where we can hit this way. That's where your inverted palm fits in. And you also have a circle that you should trace, not just in this direction, but also in this direction. And in some instances, depending on your point of origin, you can use a dropping palm this way. This, for those of you guys that have learned our Qixing pattern, or the white crane Qixing pattern that we teach, it should look very similar. That sort of dropping down palm strike. And it's in some of the Kempo techniques as well. Okay? And to give you another illustration, with our punching, we looked at how it's height and depth that matter. It's the same thing here. So if Zach throws a straight punch and I block and I kick him in the groin, now I might come in with a strike here and I want to palm him in the head while I punch him in the solar plexus. Well, look at where I'm hitting. I'm hitting with my fingers. What if I turn this over? Now you can see I can connect with the heel of the palm while punching him. And there's an ending to that technique we'll look at in the future. So why don't you guys practice that and then we'll move on.